Alright people, this is the weekly roundup where I talk about some of the news that happened this past week that I may or may not have reported on, and we're going to start with the big one that Super Mario Bros. Movie has officially crossed 1 billion at the global box office. Mario & Co. This article is from the Entertainment Weekly. Mario & Co. just smashed global box office records. It is the first movie of 2023 to gross more than 1 billion at the global box office. So it's grossed 490 million North American and 532 globally. So the total is 1.2 billion. So it came out April 5th and grossed 204 million in the first 5 days. So that's pretty good. So it was the biggest opening weekend of the year, and it's been the number one movie for the past 4 weeks, even over new releases like Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, so that's the first news of the week, that Super Mario Bros. Has officially made $1 billion, and that's awesome. That means more video game adaptations are going to be considered and announced and made. So this is a huge deal just for the genre itself. So on to more Last of Us type news, which I wasn't really thinking that we would be having for a while, but our friend Jack Black, who played Bowser in the Super Mario movie, has an opinion on other adaptations that could be made. Season finale broke over a number of records with a staggering 8.2 million views, even though it aired the same day as the Academy Awards. So that's actually pretty big for that alone. But this is what Jack Black said. He was hoping to see a Red Dead Redemption movie. Hollywood star Jack Black is also known to be an avid gamer. In an interview with BBC, he praised the HBO hit series. He hailed the show for being loyal to the source material, which also retained the video game feel throughout its storyline. He also spoke of another popular game, Red Dead Redemption, and the possibility of seeing it translated to the big screen. And there are some great games that have been yet to be explored in television or film. Maybe there's going to be a Red Dead Redemption movie? There should be, because I think that has just as good or a better story than The Last of Us. Maybe, maybe not, because he just says Red Dead Redemption, so I don't know if he means the first one or the second one or both in a way, which maybe you can combine them with John Marston and then the other guy after that, whose name and Red Dead 2 made 725 million. Actually surprised, I thought it would made more than that. Okay, and on to some actual more news of The Last of Us. This article is from CBR.com, and it says The Last of Us Neil Druckmann updates fans on Season 2 production start. And it says that the series is closer to starting than originally anticipated. While speaking to Deadline, Druckmann confirmed that filming The Last of Us Season 2 was months away, not years, which is kind of nuts because they only just stopped filming in June 2022 or some sort. When asked if they could discuss the time frame of Season 2, such as how long after Season 1 it would follow up, Craig Mazin said, "We could, but we're not gonna." He also added that the process of adaptation has been almost exactly the same, meaning that they would be drawing very heavily from the source material and people can draw the conclusions they would like. So they mean Last of Us 2, which was a game that I thought ended pretty definitively. So I'm curious as to how they're going to actually handle that, because they're planning on having more than 2 seasons. So I have no idea how they're going to do that. Or if Season 2 is just going to be... Well, it's not going to be made up because they just said they're going to be using the source material, which is Game 2. Unless there's other material we don't know about. Well, there haven't been many updates on Season 2. Mazin confirmed in March that Ramsey will reprise her role as Ellie. And then here he's saying that the second season will, like 1, have alter certain elements from the source material. Okay, so some elements won't be the same. So, curious to see what they would do. Yeah, this is incorrect, where it says Season 1 was 10 episodes. It wasn't, it was like 9, so that's an error right there. So in another article that's also on CBR that this connects to, this is like from a week or so ago, but it does say that they're already into Season 3 more than we would realize. So speaking during an interview with Kinda Funny, maybe I just missed that because I remember watching Kinda Funny on YouTube, which I watch all the time. And I remember Druckmann being on there, but I don't remember him saying this. You know there will be a Season 2, and we know where a lot of Season 2 and 3 will go, so we can start laying things in earlier. He explained the reason the team was able to plan so far ahead, having already established the major pillars of the narrative in the video game. Part 2, because we're making the show, we know Left Behind, we know Last of Us Part 2. So there are things like we could have Marlene talk about Riley early on, because we have a better understanding of who Riley is. See, again, this is another error in both their articles. They're saying that the show debuted in early 2022. They must mean 23, because obviously early 2022 they were still shooting it, but that's, you know, you're a year off there. So that's like 2 errors I've seen in both your articles. So it actually says over here that Ramsey recently revealed this next season 2 could begin by the end of this year, 2023, or early 2024. That's actually a pretty early turnaround for another season. It says here that during the panel, Mason confirmed season 2 is still being scripted, with the production expected to take place in British Columbia. Well, that is it for this weekly roundup of some of the recent news in the video game adaptation world. Please like and subscribe. As you can see, I have a set amount of subscribers, so I would like to get that up to 500 by the end of the year. I think I can do it. 1,000 would be great, because then I can do whatever, but I think getting to the first 1,000 is the hardest part. But enough about me. This is all about you. Let me know what you think down below. Like and subscribe for more videos. This has been the weekly roundup for the Video Game Adaptation News channel. Thanks for watching. Keep gaming.